Good morning, welcome to Hot Rod Power Tour, day 5. We are in St. Louis, Missouri. As you can hear, it's making noises again, our little AMC AMX. Hey, Carrie.
Hey, how are you?
Hit that key one more time so these people can hear our beautiful morning sound.
Roll that beautiful beam footage, all right.
So, our battery's dead again. Yeah, but it's the last day, so that's good. So we only have to get home from here. We got to go to Champaign, Illinois, and then head all the way back to Columbus. Fortunately,
We came prepared.
we got a spare battery. So Carrie was down here a little bit ago while we were loading up and noticed something a little bit odd as well. So there's a possibility that maybe something isn't plugged in or unplugged itself as far as our charging system goes. So, we've got to figure out a plan of attack here because we only have one spare battery. And that one's dead as a doornail. So, got to figure out how to get from here to Champaign and then from Champaign back to Columbus. Day 5, Hot Rod Power Tour, 2021. One more day. If you're interested, follow along. Now, for those of you who haven't been following along in the AMC AMX project and on the past 4 days of the Hot Rod Power Tour, this is a 1979 AMC Spirit AMX. It is a 304 V8 car. It is a 4-speed manual transmission car. It's actually a pretty rare little bird, or bulldog, whichever way you want to look at it. Pretty cool little car, but it has not got a lot of shakedown. That's actually what this entire trip has been shakedown. It had about 500 miles on the motor once we brought it from Columbus when we left for Hot Rod Power Tour day 1. It's probably got another, I don't know, 700 or 800 miles on it since then, so there's still a lot of shakedown we got to do. This is the first time this car's really been on the road in like 20 years. So we've had some issues. Most noticeably has been the charging issue, or lack of charging, or maybe overcharging, not sure. And anyway, while Kerry was down here messing around with things and checking out the car, he did notice something that's a little weird.
So here's what I'll show you. Down here are this is a Bosch alternator for an AMC, and the thing about Bosch alternators is they have a voltage regulator that's right on the back, but it is replaceable. But one of the things I was trying to do is I was trying to test it with the multimeter. If you guys remember our day 2 video, that's what I was doing in the Walmart parking lot when all things went sideways and didn't get to finish. So I was tracing out these wires, trying to find a terminal I could test the voltage regulator on. When I found that, those same colored wires go into this connector here. And there's a connector here with the same colored wires, and they're not connected, and they haven't been connected this whole trip. So what I'm thinking now is rather than overcharging our system, we may have been just charging it enough to keep us alive between venues off battery power. And if I plug this in, we may actually get real charging back, and we may get to not only our next venue, but home on one battery without shorting something. Or I can catch the car on fire. One of the two is gonna happen. Either way, we're gonna film it, so it'll be awesome.
That's the life of YouTubing, I guess, is always get it on camera, whether or not it's good or bad. So, don't know whether or not those plugs came unplugged or if they've just, I don't know. We'll see. So, plan number 1, use spare battery, jump dead battery, start car, check charging voltage, make sure car runs. If car does run, get the heck out of here, head to Champaign, get that all done. What we don't want to do, what we really want to avoid is the unknown unknowns. We know this car right now, as it will drive, will probably make it back to Columbus on this spare battery. Because it's made it all the way from this entire trip, from Columbus to Indianapolis, Indianapolis to here on that battery that we replaced in a very sketchy parking lot in Springfield, Ohio. If you haven't watched that video from day 2 late night, go back and watch it, it's interesting. Let's just say that the EMTs, fire department, and police were involved. Yeah, so we know that it'll make it back on that battery, pretty sure. What we don't necessarily want to do is if we swap out the voltage regulator on this alternator, if it throws something weird or if this wiring goes weird, we don't want to introduce another point of failure into the system where we end up getting stranded because we fixed something. It makes sense. I do actually have a brand new old stock voltage regulator for this alternator, so that's a possibility also. Anyway,
Ready?
fire up.
Contact. Oh, I gotta get this.
Hang on, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Got it?
Got it. Purrs like a cat. Not sketchy at all.
That can't be right. We're just dropping voltage down. Hang on. Well, I found out why that was disconnected, because it's just draining voltage like crazy.
Okay, so there's probably a reason that was disconnected. It's actually draining voltage instead of giving voltage. So we hooked it up and it started to drop immediately. We unhook it and it starts bringing that charge back up. So wiring nightmares continue. Obviously not the ideal way of making this trip and the ideal way of running this car with a, wiring an issue that's known. But we still have to get home, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, Hot Rod Power Tour Garage. There's a lot of power tours in this garage. Lots and lots of power tours in this garage. We're gonna get loaded up, get on the road, and hopefully make it from here to Champaign. Now it is a day of a lot of back roads today, so not a lot of easy driving down the interstate. So it's gonna be a lot of back road stuff, which is gonna be slower, less RPMs, should be a little easier on the car, less heat issues. It is gonna be again in the mid-90s today. So anyway, everybody else is hauling out of here. Time for us to get on the road. On the road again. All right, now one other thing we will discuss here is the fact that we didn't get fuel yesterday when we left the track. And that's pretty close to empty. So hopefully our second challenge of the day is not going to be running out of fuel. We'll see you later, St. Louis. Fuel stop went all right. Got ourselves about 12 gallons of fuel. There is a little bit of a tiny fuel leak if you fill the tank all the way up. So we're not doing that. But yeah, it's already miserably hot.
Oh, already.
Like we didn't even make it out of the parking garage before we were both already sweating. So we've got 100 and something miles today.
192.
192 to Champaign.
Yeah, by a back road, so hopefully we'll catch up with the tour and see a lot of cars along the way.
So there you go. And then, yeah, back to Columbus from there, which is a long day. We won't be at the show real long today because we have a long drive to do.
And we want to get home in daylight because we don't have lights.
Yes. Also, I am cooking my breakfast right now. We went to Sugar Fire Barbecue downtown St. Louis last night for dinner, and we both got a pound of brisket and side items. That's a lot of food. So we didn't have a microwave in the hotel room, but figure it's gonna be 100 degrees outside. That'll be good enough to get my food cooked. So we're gonna cook it on the dash. And yes, I'm gonna eat that. Holes in the floor. Foot wheel's really hot. It's at 10:15 in the morning, 10:20 in the morning. We're gonna move my breakfast onto the floor. It'll cook better down there. We caught some power tours. On to drink number 2.
Well, it won't hold the whole thing, so
Oh, okay.
I had to break it up into 2 refills.
And all your ice is gone.
Yeah, but at least it's cool. You know, it's not like 116-degree warm Gatorade, which, surprisingly enough, the lemon doesn't taste that bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at 116.
Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't boil off.
What's the boiling point of Gatorade? We'll have to figure that out.
I could bet you we could use it as coolant in a pinch.
So yesterday, the drive from Indy to St. Louis was almost exclusively highway stuff, interstate stuff, which makes you make good time, but you don't really get to see a lot of the country. You're just kind of blasting through. A lot of what the Hot Rod Power Tour is all about is to kind of get on the highways and byways out in the boonies, to see the small towns that the roads run through, and to be able to kind of sample a little bit of the Americana side of things. So today we are not on the interstate for almost the entire trip, right?
Yeah, that's right, actually. We're mostly local roads straight up to Champaign Illinois.
So 2-lane highways, maybe 4-lane highways here and there, but no interstate driving. So actually cool stuff to see. That's Silver Creek, by the way, in case anybody's interested. Things are all not well and good here in AMC land. That battery is definitely toast. Our charging system is definitely not great. And as he accelerates, you can actually feel the misses in the system. So maybe changing a battery in a cornfield. Maybe that cornfield. Maybe that cornfield. But we do have an extra battery. Time for some breakfast. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, slow cooked beef brisket. AMX style. That is some damn good beef brisket. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, we're out.
This is going to ruin my beef brisket. Pull over there.
On it.
Well, she's out. Literally right as I started eating my beef brisket.
That's all right, I'll swap the battery. You can film and eat.
It's breakfast time.
Battery is no longer a battery. Now it is just a plastic thing with metal tubes.
Well, we made it like 40 miles.
What does that mean? We beat the over or the under?
Right. Were any of you taking bets on how far we're going to last today before this thing shut down? Beef breast cup. Look at that. Whole beautiful brand new toolbox. All you need is a 12 millimeter.
Perfect. Because we have a 12 millimeter. All I need to do is put this someplace where it's not going to melt.
With a beef breast cup.
Okay, 1267.
Hot swap batteries, buddy. There's the old one. It's been a good battery. Gave up its life for us to be able to hot rod power tour in 2 days, 3 days. But it had a good life.
Still 1267.
That should be enough to get us to Columbus.
Should be.
All right, Hoss, hit it. Hoss isn't ready. Oh, he's got to apply sunblock. Whenever you're ready. On your own time. Make sure it's not in gear.
Right.
Or get in the car.
Or get a rock.
Just get in the car. Hey! Fired right back up. We're back in business! Hey, power tours, yay!
Car's rolling. Car's rolling. Jump in it.
Looking like a bunch of monkeys. A football. Whatever, back on the road.
That really was.
Hey, there's a Napa. Uh-oh.
Oh, with the New York guys.
Actually, it might not be a terrible idea to pull into that Napa back there.
Do you want to go back into the Napa? Anybody coming? All they wanted you to do for right there. Look at all the corn. Austin, you like corn?
Lucore. I said this on the I said this on the 2500 road trip when we were doing from Columbus to Devil's Tower, driving across the farmlands.
Yeah.
This is not an area of the country that gets much appreciation, and everybody kind of poo-poos it. But if it weren't people that live out here where there's not a lot to do,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get to have my tortilla chips, my corn on the cob, my potatoes, and my steaks, and all the things that I love to eat are all contingent on people living out here and living in this life. So all of you guys that are watching from the middle of nowhere, thank you.
Look at all the power doors here. Hey, it's AMX guy. Pacing the train, pacing the train, Jonah. Pacing the train, pacing the train. Nope. Coming in this car, but it's a little weird to see yourself chasing yourself.
I'm just glad there's another AMC. Actually, this is the second AMC we've seen on the road today. I'm just glad to see that there's more AMCs out there.
Oh, there's a Gold Hornet behind him too, so.
Right.
Yeah.
This is one of the fun parts about Power Tour. Random gas station in the middle of nowhere. Full of Power Tours. Get a little splash of gas. We got like one more stretch left, about an hour to go to our venue. And yeah, life is good. Life is good. So we're gonna have a little bit of a powwow here as far as what to do to fix our charging issue. While they discuss, I'll walk around and show you guys who all's at the gas station with us. If you saw the end of our video from day 4 yesterday, we wrapped up the evening with a can of Lone Star. Courtesy of these fine people here that we've run into several times on this journey. Drove this 1973 Dodge Charger all the way up here from Texas. Very cool, and it's a 1973 Charger, which is something you don't really ever see very often. All right, so here's how you learn how to fix an AMC. You find another one.
See what that guy's doing.
What's this guy doing that works? All right, so run that from there to there. Sling a belt on her.
Hey, I have a Champion radiator too.
That'll work. Okay, so now all I gotta do is just find one of those between here and Champaign, Illinois. Somebody's gotta have one of those.
I mean, every GM car.
Find myself
Watch your clocking a little bit. Like on the back, you want to make sure the battery doesn't get into your cylinder head. So.
And yeah, he was just going. And I was like,
God, how'd you keep this thing so clean?
I found this thing parked in a barn. Painted in the late 90s and it just sat there.
They painted it and stuck it in the barn?
Painted it, put it away.
Wow.
Did like 15 times because it was all white.
Oh, I'm sure. God, you guys in your comfort. Got frickin' floors and carpet and... I'd just settle for floors and carpet.
Yeah, well. Hey, you got ventilation. You got.
I actually cooked my brisket this morning on the floorboard. Did you? Yep. All right, we got ourselves some waters. We got ourselves some AMC friends. Look at this. We might even fix this son of a gremlin at the car show when we stop here in a little bit. So we got some fuel. We got enough at least to make it to where we need to be. We might have actually gotten a little too much fuel because she's left a mark. But that's okay, it's gonna be fine. Onward to the venue. Oh yeah, and look at that. Casey's General Store, thanks for the gigantic glass of ice. This is a lifesaver. Quite literally a lifesaver.
Quick little update here. We ran into some AMC guys at the gas station, and they told us a cool little trick about a GM alternator that would work in this car and help sort out our shorting out batteries problem. It's basically a 90s Caprice alternator. So we're going to take a quick detour to Napa that's along the route, and they're going to come with us, and hopefully we can get this sorted out and run flawlessly all the way back to Columbus, right?
That's the plan.
I mean, best laid plans and all that, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to get rid of some of the drama if the car works.
There's no drama. This car works great. It's just every 3 days it cooks the battery. Like,
Well, I was saying, like, I was telling Jake, it's not that it's unreliable. It is extremely reliable. It's going to reliably kill a battery every 500 miles.
exactly.
You just plan on it.
We need more longevity,
Yeah.
not reliability.
I have range anxiety.
Well, it is electrics.
Yes. Got rid of that damn electricity. We're going to end up...
So, just to give you a quick update, we've caused kind of a mini parade here at the Napa Auto Parts while we're figuring out how to do a Chevy Caprice alternator swap on the AMC. So, there we go.
Oh, probably need a battery or a belt too.
Actually, we might be okay because you're not even running the spacer. Technically,
Yeah.
this is supposed to be a stud coming out of the cylinder head all the way to the front.
Now wait a minute, are you telling me that this car isn't assembled correctly?
No, not at all. Actually, this is a perfect modification. But no, we should be fine. This bolt looks like it'll probably fit.
Okay.
And the bottom bolt, we should be all right. So,
Ace hardware.
yeah, if we have to.
That's where I got all my bolts.
Yeah, I think we'll be
stealing
okay.
something from one of the hot
We'll
rod
make it
guys
work.
or Ollie people.
We'll kind of bend it back into place too. So yeah.
Go talk to Luke. I'm sure he's got some Ford parts I can steal that'll work.
You don't want to do
valve
that.
covers.
You don't want to do that.
America.
Do I pick up another belt? Because it seems to be shredding my belt all over my fan.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't notice that. We might want to even grab a shorter one too.
Is it
Maybe a couple different sizes. You got a 7417 on here.
Okay.
That's actually 11. What they'll go by is 11A 1055. I'd grab like 2 sizes smaller. Yeah.
Got that, boss?
You got numbers on the side of it?
Yeah. It's 11A 1055.
Come on in.
I was gonna say snap a picture.
And that's radiated.
Damn, hot!
Yeah, I would like.
Oh my god, everything's hot. Yeah, I think the valve covers are what everybody actually pays attention to on this car.
I like the whole thing. But I'm weird.
Because you're weird and you're an AMC person. That's different.
That's true.
We're all weird.
bunch.
Nobody's casting stones here.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not casting aspersions. I'm just saying, generally speaking, AMC people are weird. They just
In a
are.
good way.
And they're fantastic. You're just weird.
It's true.
Okay, wait for the next one up. Go for it.
We actually have the route plugged into our GPS. We just follow us.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
We're gonna follow them anyway. We're gonna make sure that parts fall off so we pick them up.
Pretty much.
It really is.
Well, not so you pick them up, but you just run over them.
Alternator, brisket.
Ice.
Yes.
Not yet. Nylon wire, duct tape.
I have the icy breeze.
Oh, we got duct tape. And zip ties.
I got gorilla tape.
You'll have to see the icy breeze cooler. It's actually an air conditioner.
Thanks, guys.
Take care. See you in a couple more minutes.
Never see it.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you people in your fancy air conditioning unit.
Oh, is that a swamp cooler?
No, it's icy breeze. So
Okay.
it has, you can keep all your beer and everything.
It's got a heat exchanger built into it instead of it just being a swamp cooler.
Oh, nice.
Works really well. Yeah.
Really?
Icy Breeze, they definitely have the answer, and you can fit quite a bit of beer in there.
And you can fit quite a bit of beer.
A 6-pack of soda. Candy
soda.
bars. That was just delicious.
Isn't that good?
Did you give him floorboard brisket?
Yeah.
It's like an oven. It's like oven baked.
Slow roasted.
It's so slow roast.
It's what? Like it's like 116
at 120 for about 2 hours.
It's probably more tender now too.
It is. It's really tender.
Yeah.
Super tender.
Yeah. There you go.
Damn, you guys have those headers tuned just right.
Slow cooked at 120
Yeah.
We'll feed some birds.
for 150 miles.
Man, that's perfect.
Cook soup in there.
We got the alternator we need, and we're going to do the conversion at the venue. I believe this venue is actually not a track, even though I keep calling it the track, because it's a conference center or arena, something like that.
There's a flat piece of concrete.
Yeah,
It's wide enough for 2 lanes. It can be a track.
fair enough. But we got this GM alternator. Those guys knew exactly what to look for. We didn't even have to say anything. And surprisingly enough, the Napa guys didn't even have to look it up. They replaced so many of them.
Yeah, that's
So
weird.
that's what I guess that's what you get if you live in a small town with a lot of Chevys.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what that says about the fact that this is like the only Napa for the next 40 miles. You know,
I will say, huge thank you to the AMC guys that are following behind me that I almost made rear end me, and for trusting me enough, even though you just met me, to eat some of my floorboard brisket. That's a true new friend right there.
best friends are made on road trips, and better friends are made with brisket.
I gotta say, we were talking about this off camera, like, I don't know if the people that we're meeting are just, they're cool because of the YouTube stuff or because of the car's so cool or what the case may be, but like, the amount of friends you make and the amount of connections you make, like the phone numbers and people like, hey, we need to hang out or blah, blah, blah. The connections off of this trip are freaking fantastic. I am so unbelievably happy. Hey!
Oh, there's an airplane on the roof.
Doesn't recognize those guys from yesterday.
Yeah. That bar had a Beechcraft Baron on the roof. You can't see it, it's on the other side of the building, but that was kind of fun.
What an interesting place those guys decided to stop for lunch.
Right? It's like, hey, there's a crashed airplane on the roof. Let's stop here.
In a little town that nobody's ever heard of.
That's a scrambler, an AMC scrambler. Well, we made it.
We freaking made it!
Barely, but we did. Actually, not barely. This thing ran like a champ. Yeah.
Talk to those guys.
And there's that 392 Hemi. Yeah.
You made it!
Well, looks like we made it here. We're long haulers. All we gotta do is pick up our gear and
Yay! Long hauler! I'm dying of heat stroke.
Wait.
We did it! We made it! Freaking made it! Long haul 2021, we did it! Little AMX made it. Holy crap. I am melted. I'm tired, I'm melted, I'm stinky, hungry. I have 5 more hours of driving to do to get home tonight. We still have to fix the car to get it out of here. Yeah, no big deal. Woo! Doggy. Oh. All right, shut her down, let her cool. Go get our stuff, check in with a couple of people, say hi, high five and stuff. Thank you to everybody who's watched and who's helped and supported and cheered us on along the way. Very much thank you to my AMC guys here who we just met on this trip. Who are gonna help us try to hopefully get our electrical issue fixed so we can get this thing out of here. So, yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. That's why I found a curb. That's how you stop it when you don't have a parking brake, is you find a curb. We made it! We made it! Did it! Oh, God. Oh.
Frothy, delicious.
Look at the cold. Look at the cold on it. It's cold.
That's gonna be nice and cold going down
Thank you,
in the
sir.
belly. Wait, hold on.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers. Thank you.
Congrats.
Oh, made it. It's so good.
So refreshing.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. The funny thing is, we purposely put ourselves in this situation.
Right.
Like, we could have driven things that are modern and comfortable and cool and reliable and all that stuff.
But what's the fun of
We chose to do none of those things and drove old, non-reliable, hot, uncomfortable. Yeah, all the things.
So we're cool driving.
Yeah. I don't know if alcohol usage is allowed on this channel, but it is.
Sponsored by Liney Kugels. Sponsored by Jake Liney Kugel.
Oh, sir. Cheers.
Man, I'm glad we finally got to hook up with you guys.
Oh, a shower. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's nice. Oh yeah. That's nice. Oh yeah. Man, what a sense of accomplishment just from driving something. And most of you people told us we were nuts when we were at Norwalk and we said we were going to drive that thing all the way here. We did it. The AMX made it. Might not make it back home, but it made it here. What an accomplishment. All just for driving. Great experience. Oh yeah. Celebratory beer. Celebratory piece of floorboard brisket. What more can a man ask for? Awesome, awesome experience. Everybody who's come by and said hi, who's been paying attention this entire week on the trip, who's just met us. We're not big YouTube fans. We're not big YouTube stars. We're just some normal people that decided to take an AMX on a crazy ass road trip with a whole bunch of other crazy ass people. We are a small town shop in central Ohio. We work on a lot of classic cars and cool stuff. So if you feel like following us, please do. Obviously the road trip's gonna be over here shortly, you know, after the 300 some odd mile home. But we do show a lot of other cool stuff that we do, so please do feel free to subscribe, stay up with us as far as what we do on our channel. And this will definitely not be the last ride of the AMX. Man, I am jazzed up. What an accomplishment. For just driving, that feels really good. I'm disgusting, but it feels really good. Time to fix this car. I can get home from Fort Wayne. I can leave the car, I'll find somewhere, I'll get a ride home. I'll come get the damn thing with a truck and a trailer tomorrow if I have to. I really want to get this thing home, but...
Well, if there's anything that I do, I get people home. He's living proof.
Is his work warranty?
Wow.
For the next 28 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Taillight warranty?
Taillight warranty.
Damn it! I hate taillight warranties. As the week started, so the week shall end. Fixing things with a hammer. If you didn't see the day one video, so perfect. If you didn't see the day one video, and we were discussing a little bit ago, the reason a lot of people started paying attention to this car was we were in the front row of the gold parking area, so like the VIP parking area, and we just started banging on this car with a hammer because we had never put a passenger seat in it or put more than like me in it, so we didn't know suspension travel wise how this was going to go. And unfortunately this fender and this tire have conversations when there's a full-size man in the passenger seat, and it sounds a lot like Rrrr! So we took another hot rodder's hammer and just beat the fender out in the gold parking area where everybody has really, really nice cars.
Right up there, take a right and it'll shoot you right on there, right behind it. Hey!
We made it!
Huh?
We made it!
Let's go.
What about the alternator? Did you fix it?
My pit crew's working on it.
Okay.
Did you get Guy in your video?
Say what?
Yeah, he's on my video.
Did you get us in the video?
You're on video right now.
Yeah, right.
Then, hi, friends.
Have a safe trip. I'll see you when you get to Columbus.
You'll know if we have a safe
I
trip or
watched
not.
the videos.
Thank you.
So what's that, 2 cents each?
2 cents, yep. I can make about 2 cents for every video. So watch it again.
Okay.
You guys drive safe. We'll see you in a few hours.
I'll drive fast.
Also a good idea. All right. So that is Carrie, my co-pilot's mother and father, who have been awesome, who came all the way from New York, if you couldn't catch that from the accents, and are driving a ZR1 that has been a pretty actually amazing vehicle on this drive. For all of the people who don't know the ZR1s, they are C4 Corvettes, but the best part about them is that the motor wasn't built by Corvette.
Got it?
It's not Chevy. Shh. Anyway, thank you very much for you guys. You've been amazing, and your platinum benefits have been amazing. And thank you for giving me Carrie for the week. I really appreciate that. Him being able to co-pilot this has been really what made or break this trip. If I had tried to do this by myself, especially with the heat, this would have been even more brutal. So thank you very much for lending me your son for the week. A new shiny alternator, thanks to Napa on the way up here.
304?
I appreciate it, guys. Oh, hey, there's my receipt.
304, 301,
Yes,
right?
it is a 304. Thank you very much through Rockford, Illinois to Napa. You guys
Going there for a fuel pump next year.
are amazing.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
I feel kind of bad. I feel like I should probably be helping, but they told me to go wait in the waiting room. Heat shrinks it? Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see this thing run.
Oh, it runs great. Didn't you see it run at the first thing?
I did, but I want to see it charge.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It runs a relative.
That would be all of us, actually.
Yeah, I want to see it charging.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this car. Look at this Bonneville. Come on. They're better than baling wire, honestly. I've used both.
Well, safety wire is, I don't know.
Oh no, safety wire? Are you talking like stainless? No.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. I've never used that.
Really? Safety wire is kind of nice. It's great for non-electrical stuff.
Yes. Like mufflers.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I'm talking like baling wire that you would get off a combine.
Oh. Yeah, no, who uses that anymore? I mean,
Are you being judgmental?
No. I'm just saying this. We're not all farmers anymore.
Are you judging me? I'm not either,
Constantly.
but I know what baling wire is.
No, I know what baling wire is. I'm just saying. Yeah. It's harder to bend.
Yeah, and it's sharp as hell when you cut it.
Right. Safety wire is great because you just double up on it, braid it, and then you have flexible wire that's
And it
twice
looks
as
like
strong.
aircraft quality stuff.
Yeah, even though you're jankily hanging up your muffler. You alright?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude. My folks didn't account for the time change. I had to tell them to get on the road. My father can't drive at night, so
Gotta make sure it's seated real good.
Right. Well, it's an AMC. If it misbehaves, you hit it with a rock.
That's right.
If it still misbehaves, you hit it with a bigger rock.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's
13.3?
13.5, 13.8. Yeah, it's right, 13.3.
Yeah, buddy!
You might have headlights on the way up.
Holy hell!
You keep messing
Sir?
with this thing and it might be drivable.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it,
Told
boys.
you I'd get you home.
AMC pit crew. Thank you,
messing
sir.
with that thing, it might be drivable.
Couple more years and this bitch will be sorted out.
There you go. Make sure that alternator stays in it. Gotta be a permanent fix.
Look at that. Brand new GM alternator. Thanks, Napa. I don't know why I'm thanking you, just sold me something. Thanks for being there, yeah. Awesome. Well, it's less sketchy of a trip to drive home now. I probably am gonna make it. Which, I guess gets rid of some of the drama. Whew. Man.
You want to wire in that tack?
What an adventure. Yeah, we could wire in the tack. What an adventure. All right, we're gonna get packed up, say goodbyes, get out of here, be on the road here momentarily. You won't know any difference. Well, it's over.
It's over.
We've survived. I cannot say enough how much I appreciate you guys. Not just the guys that helped with the car and helped get this all done to get this thing running correctly again. Literally everybody who's been watching these videos, all you new subscribers, all the people that have been commenting, thank you so much, so much for showing your support, for being helpful, for being amazing. It's really quite humbling to see the outpouring and the interest in these videos and in the car and in us. I had this conversation with a couple of different people today. It's really, really awesome to see how this community comes together to help each other out and how non-judgmental and, I mean, literally, like, everybody's been awesome.
Everybody's doing really cool, and that's the great part about Power Tour is that, you know, it's a special community. It's full of great people. Everybody just goes out of their way to help each other when we're on the road, and everybody makes it a great event too.
It's really the people. Like, the cars are the cool part, but it's Charger Lisa, who's the one that gave us alcohol last night because we very much needed it. Brought up an interesting point where, you know, they consider the Hot Rod Power Tour people like 6,000 of their closest friends, and I totally get it, because like, these people are willing to. I didn't know any of these people before Monday. It was amazing. This is my very first Hot Rod Power Tour. I've never been on one of these before. No, none of these people know me from anything. We're a real tiny YouTube channel, and how people have come together and, you know, hey, I saw your videos, you're doing great, or hey, I love the car, or hey, it's crazy what you guys are having to go through. Do you need any help with anything? It's absolutely awesome. It really helps restore your faith in humanity, to be honest with you. It's been awesome. So we have a 4.5 hour drive home. So it's going to be around the dark time when we get back to Columbus, Ohio.
But we may or may not have lights.
And we may actually have both headlights. Ooh. We may actually have both headlights. We fancy. So yeah, I'm gonna probably get some rolling footage from here to there. Fingers crossed there's nothing else dramatic to include in this video. Unfortunately, that's never worked out on this trip when I've said that. Probably shouldn't have said that.
Nah, it's fine.
But in the event this is the end, thank you very much for watching. All of you who have supported us and who have talked to us over the Hot Rod Power Tour, all of the other YouTubers that we've networked with on this trip, you guys are all awesome. I love you all. Thank you very much for reaching out to me and allowing me to be a little tiny piece of your life and your community. Please do click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are just a small town shop in Central Ohio. We do a lot of cool stuff, work on a lot of classic cars and hot rods and muscle cars, do a lot of crazy road trips, that kind of thing. If you're interested in that and you want to show some support, we appreciate you being there. Drop a comment section below. We're always going to respond back as best we can to anybody that responds or puts a comment in there. So you've also made it this far, so click on the like button. It helps YouTube know that you're actually paying attention. We appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for an amazing 2021 Hot Rod Power Tour. Carrie, sir.
We made it.
We made it. We made it!
And we're not dead.
And we're not dead yet. And most of you people thought we were crazy on day one.
No, they were right. We are crazy.
But we're gonna make it.
Of course.
We'll see you next time. Definitely in 2022.
How you guys doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
Good. Any problems?
So this is going to be a moment of truth. Last time we tried the headlights, we ended up in a Springfield, Ohio parking lot fixing a whole bunch of stuff. The good news is that we're not that far from a Walmart.
Get another battery.
To get another battery. But we're going to try the headlights now and see if they work.
Oh God,
Ready?
I'm so nervous.
1, 2, 3, go for it. Hi, we got headlights.
And more importantly, the car didn't slow down.
Oh, it didn't slow down at all, huh?
No, it didn't slow down. So that's a very, very good sign.
Well, not yet anyway. Boy, that is some terrible lighting.
Yeah, that's all right.
Let me see if I can improve that a little bit. There we go.
working
clutch.
with us. They did the damn thing.
I know, but
I had to sit in the waiting room. They wouldn't even let me work on my own car.
yeah, until you walked away with the keys and we couldn't start it. Anyway, fingers crossed. If you see us again, we're either in a Walmart parking lot or we're home.
In that thunderstorm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to Ohio.